Hi, I'm Everett, and welcome back to the shop, such as it is. We're not in the shop yet as far as being able to work in there to build stuff. I've been busy lately, especially more lately, as trying to get the shop up and running. It's taking its time. We've been in here for probably, in this house for probably 8 months or so, and it's been going at a glacial pace between, at times material shortages and prices, weather. The summertime was ridiculously hot, so it was hard to work in there. Family stuff, you name it. Lack of energy, chasing kids and such. It's been a bit of a run. So it's progressing slower than I had hoped it would, but it is slowly coming together. I'll get to that a little further on the video here. I did want to start off, though, with mentioning something that many of you probably already know, but if you haven't, I just want to let you know that Harold from Amateur Redneck Workshop, or ARW, puts on a talk on Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. Central U.S. time, and it's been a lot of fun. That's one thing that I'm very thankful Harold's included me, because it's been fun to be able to visit with people who I respect. A number of these faces I've watched for years on YouTube, even before I started my own channel. There have been some really cool new faces come along, and people who started their channels recently, and some of the stuff that they're making is amazing. As I say, I learn a lot from everybody else here on YouTube. It's just fun to be part of the crowd. So again, it's Sundays at 2 p.m. Central. I don't know how much he'll be doing over the Christmas season, but it is definitely something worth looking into. He actually, this is a few months ago. Like, I'm sorry, I know it's been 6 months since I've posted anything. My apologies. Like I say, it's just life. But I have a few things here to try to get caught up with on that. And one of those is Harold sent me some new stickers. These are his new logo for his channel. I'll get those on the sticker board when I get my sticker board out and actually get a spot to put it. Again, the shop is still coming together, so I'll find a spot for it, and I'll add all the stickers from this as well as other people who've sent them. Somebody else who sent me stickers in the last few months, and my apologies, Gary, for not mentioning it up till now. Gary from Old Iron Machine Works down in California. Yeah, that's a little better. Gary, what do you do? Gary is, he's a really cool guy, and some of the stuff he makes and some of the stuff that he does, like some of the machine work he does for I think he's a millwright, I guess would be closest to be a description, millwright industrial mechanic. Some of the tools and jigs and things he comes up with are awesome. I really enjoy it when he shares them. Some of the equipment he's been restoring. Honestly, it's just really fun to watch his channel. So I'll put a link to his channel and Harold's in the description below. So go and check his out. As well, one other fella here who I need to apologize to is Cam from down in Australia. Cam, I'm sorry for not getting these up sooner. He sent me some stickers. Really cool guy. He actually used to run a foundry, so when you're talking about casting, this guy knows what he's talking about. He is an engineer, so I mean, I take what he says very seriously. Very, very cool stuff that he does, and I mean, I'll put a link to his channel in the description as well. He's made all sorts of really cool machines like slotting tools and various other things like powered slotting tools. Seriously, go check his channel out if you haven't. I'll put a link in the description. As far as stickers are concerned, I've also got my new batch that came in. It was a while that I've been low on stickers, and I felt even bad because at the bash I wanted to send a bunch. I only had a few left to send for sharing around. I finally got my new batch in a couple months ago. My buddy Kinley has a promotional goods type company. I put the order in through him, and again, I don't include this as a paid sponsorship because honestly he wasn't asking for anything about it. I asked for my invoice, and he told me forget about it, there's no invoice. So thank you, Kinley. I will put a link to his company, Impakt Swag, in the description as well. Again, I was totally happy to pay for him, but he wouldn't let me. So I don't call it a paid endorsement, whatever. But thanks, man. I appreciate the help, buddy. Now, as far as being late with things, I do have an apology to make to Stan for taking this long to deal with this part. But let's see, the Barzy Summer Bash was the end of, say, mid-end of June. It's now, what, the mid-end of November. So, it's been a while. 3 weeks after the bash, I got a box in the mail from Stan with some of my stuff from the bash. I wasn't able to make it to the bash this year, but Stan was awesome in that he opened it up to online entries for raffle and such too. So I bought a few raffle tickets, and was rather shocked to find that my name was the first out of the the first out of the bin. And in that was a couple of boxes of these 4.5-inch cutoff wheels from Black Hawk Abrasives, and so I was very tickled about that because these things are pricey. So I will be definitely putting these to good use because I have a couple projects in mind already that I'm going to need to cut metal, and my bandsaw, neither of them will fit. So very thankful for that. And I'm not going to do everything in the box because, again, there's a nice collection of stuff here of various things that the vendors graciously gave Stan to and the Barzy Bash to give out to people. Things like black book chart here with tapping sizes and drill sizes and stuff like that. That's really cool. I'm definitely going to put that in my notebook, my shop notebook. There was my name was drawn later on for an American Kiln Hot Shot Ovens t-shirt. The Hot Shot Ovens are something that Stan designed, originally built the prototype in the first series of, and then wound up getting in partnership with American Rotary, which then created American Kiln. They're really awesome machines. And as far as if you're looking for a kiln, I would look into that. They're made in the States. So if you're, continental U.S. or whatever, then it's, at least the stuff is there. It's not like, it's being backed up on a shipping container from who knows where. So that was really cool. Some Seco catalogs and fun stuff. I needed a bottle opener for my garage anyway, and I got one of the cool Keith Fenner Turnrite Machine Works bottle openers. Again, as I set up my shop, I have to have the essentials, right? And there was also a stack of stickers in here, and I don't think I have actually all of them here as it is. Some of these I had a copy of before, so like, Max Grant, Swan Valley, Do Rite, Jim Bollinger, thankful for that one because I like his stuff. Empire Abrasives, James Clow, Clow 42. I really like this guy's stuff. I have a high respect for James. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description just because of the fact that I have a lot of respect for him. You can see. I'll put one for Max's as well. Sierra Specialty Auto, I've got one of these. I'll share this sticker. I'll put a link to that one too. Ray's business card, Ray's Garage. I'll put a link. Stan's, I've been wanting one of these for a while. Barzy, thanks Stan. Steve Lang, I already got one of these, but I'll put a link in. I'll share this one. I'll put a link in the description. One for the Barzy 2021 logo. The ought to be back. Yeah. Dean, Air Cave Shop. He's cool. Put a link to his. I already got this one because I swapped with him. And Diamide Clamps. Really nice stuff. I don't have any yet, but I've seen what they can do. I really like them, from what I've seen. There was a black book drill gauge and, or sorry, not drill gauge, but thread card. Another cool t-shirt here from this one, again, American Rotary, but actual American Rotary. Yeah, that'd be cool. The thing about getting stuff like this is it's too nice to wear in the shop. I hate wearing good stuff in the shop. And then a Drill Hog drill gauge. I've heard really good things about this company for drills. I haven't tried them yet, but I'd like to at some point. This is one of the ones I think is kind of cool, but it's too pretty and clean to wear in the shop. Randy, you make fun t-shirts. So yeah, Randy Richard from our Randy Richard in the shop. It's cool. Thankfully, I got a T-shirt out of that one because the only thing again is it's a white T-shirt, so I don't think I'm going to be wearing it in the shop until it's old and beat up. But shop mouse pad, shards of enter, Barzy T-slot cleaner from Keith Fenner. It's actually from last year's, but still I actually needed a new T-slot cleaner because the last one I had went with my mill when I sold it to my buddy. Mouse pad. This is something I've been wanting to try. Thanks, Stan, for the little tube of anchor lube. Again, I haven't had machinery running for months, so I haven't had a chance to really give this a try, but it's the anchor lube that Stan deals in. Try to get the focus. Hello? Okay. Yeah. So anyway, it's one of those things I'm totally going to give it a try. I just need to get the shop running first. So I actually haven't been totally through this box yet. That's the sad part. It got shuffled in my office, which is an absolute disaster. And so I haven't actually had a chance to go through it yet. Noga. A Noga shirt. These guys, yeah, they make nice stuff. It's good price for it, or like a premium price for it, but it is premium stuff. So anyway, Stan, like I say, thank you for sharing some of the swag that some of the other YouTubers got. Thank you for including me and including all the rest of us in the bash who couldn't make it. I was glued to the TV all day that day, so it was fun watching the chat go through. And Quinn Donkey was making she basically set up her steam engine to run the raffle drum. So if you have a chance, go back and watch the rerun of it. It was really cool because apparently Stan gave her the challenge of running the raffle drum with the steam engine, and she pulled through. And she even got it to run for a while on live steam once you got the boiler working properly. So anyway, it was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to be able to participate even by proxy. I really hope I can go next year. Maybe by then, I know that we've got virus issues still, but hopefully by then being able to travel will be a little bit easier, and who knows. So what I'm going to do here is just go through quickly a few still pictures of the work process as it's gone along. Again, it's been bit by bit. This is a shot of the garage when we first moved in. One angle, another angle, total disaster because everything just got thrown out of the house into the garage. Starting in the insulation baffles, got to learn all sorts of new stuff about how houses are put together because I'm not a carpenter. I'm a mechanic who plays a machinist on TV. So yeah, this has been interesting. Had to figure out ways of venting the attic and going through bulkheads and things. Had to do the front portion in bat because we couldn't get insulation blown in there. So that was all done with bat. I did it all in rock wool for a number of reasons, which can be a bit of an issue at times trying to get the stuff because I had to do it in sections due to availability. I got container or bales of insulation as it came available and just had to roll with it that way. There were times when I got like the last 2 bales in the Edmonton area for a few days, right? Till stock orders came in. But part of the problem with working like this is when you're working around the stuff that you're working around equipment and junk and lack of space, right? So move something, fix put your drywall, your vapor barrier in, whatever, move it over a few feet, get to the next bit. It's been a bit of an adventure, I'll tell you. That there is the conduit to feed the sub panel. Got a drywall lift. Very thankful for that because I don't know how I would have gotten those 5/8 sheets up into the ceiling otherwise. Even around the equipment, some of it was like this, a bit of a sketchy setup to get it up there, but it worked. And so ever so slowly got the ceiling drywalled first because we then blew in R50 cellulose into the ceiling. So the garage is actually better insulated than the house. These things are gold for cutting out receptacle boxes, those little rotozip saws. But yeah, that's this is what I've been up to is, as I've been able to get time and be able to work around, general life and family stuff. That's, insulated, got the, drywall up finally. The wall drywall went a lot faster than the ceiling, even with moving stuff around. Like I say, if any of you are drywallers, painters, or carpenters, please don't mark me too hard. Oh, there's my wife. She's painting. She helped me paint part of the one end of the garage, and this is what it looked like before as far as color. The old part was kind of yellowed. The first coat of primer that really helped. Then that corner there where the heater is going to go in. And yeah, this is a look back upon the piles of junk and things. Again, it's just, this has been a trial of my patience, I tell you. So yeah, that's where it was up until just a few days ago. As of today, this is kind of where we're at. Got the other side of the shop there pretty much all primed. This side of the shop here is actually finish painted. Up the walls onto the ceiling. Plywood there is going to become shelving. Sorry I'm handheld here. My good camera gear is kind of buried right now. And Stan, like we were talking the other day about just moving all the junk to the middle and covering the tarps, well, there we go. Window over there, blowing everything out. There's our gas line, hung in an odd spot, but that's how the house came. That's Cat 5 line running from the basement. At some point I'm going to run a wire out here for the Ethernet. And there we go. There's our new heater. Thankful for that because, well, we had a bit of a cold snap recently and that helped out a lot. But yeah, so here we are. This here's another new addition to the shop, another auction find over the last few months. It's a 7x12 bandsaw. It needs a little bit of love. I mean, yeah, it's definitely had work in its life. But one of the reasons I wanted this one, even though it was made in Taiwan, is I believe that's the Freejoth logo, which I have used Freejoth lathes before. They're made in Taiwan, good stuff. So it's worth looking into and working on and fixing up. So that's one of the cool new acquisitions for the shop. That'll be an upcoming project, fixing it up and making it nice. And buried under our wonderful tarp covering everything in the shop, this is a 1 horsepower drill press that I picked up at an auction. It needs a little bit of TLC, junk on the table, whatever. The table's actually fairly decent. A couple ding marks in the middle there where somebody wanted to do some customizations to it with lack of care. But yeah, it's got a 3 Morse taper in the quill. It needs a little bit of TLC. That electrical system is definitely getting updated at some point here. I got the parts for it already. The return spring for the quill is missing, but I have one. So that'll be a nice addition to the shop as well. I figured one of those things where I got it for a good enough deal, and if I just need to poke a hole in something, there's no real point in using the milling machine. Because I can put lots of wear on this thing and be cheaper in the long run than wearing out my mill. So that'll be an upcoming project as well. I'm part of the Canadian Hobby Metalworkers. It's a forum that goes all across Canada and for people who are interested in metalworking of various different types. And a fellow who's local here, John, had a riser block for a Bridgeport clone for sale. And so I managed to snag it before anybody else did. We're thinking it should fit the mill I have. It's actually pretty close to even the same color. I won't know until I have a chance to get the mill into its corner and start fiddling with it, cleaning it up. But it's a 6-inch riser block, so that'll give me a little bit more clearance on my Z-axis or Z-axis, depending on where you're from. And yeah, give me the bolts with it too, custom bolts. So we'll see how this goes. If it fits, great. If not, then I'll either try to make it fit or find something else. But I thought that was a pretty cool thing to find. So thanks again, John. So yeah, thank you to all of you who've actually reached out and said hello one way or the other, whether through comments in the videos that I have up for a while, or emails, different things. People give me a call. Yes, I'm still alive. No, I haven't quit YouTube. It's just life got in the way for the last little while. And, you know, especially when you're overtired, it's hard to, if you kind of, you don't want to force it if you're trying to actually, you know, enjoy what you're doing and put forward something that people might enjoy. You want to be enjoying it in the moment too. And when you're overtired, you just don't have the mojo. So anyway, I now see my shop slowly coming together. I'm starting to get a bit more excited. I got some cool stuff that's, you know, on the to-do list and the want list to do. Like I say, it all takes time and, well, to a certain extent, a bit of money too. But I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to do a number of things on the cheap, which you'll see as time goes on. But one way or another, I just want to say thank you to all for sticking with me. I realize I haven't posted anything in 6 months. My apologies for that. However, as I say, as time goes on, I'm hoping to get back more into the swing of things and have more that hopefully people could find interesting. And maybe, you know, like I say, if you have comments or better ways of doing things, this is part of why I do this. I've learned so much from people who actually know what they're doing, correcting me on the stuff I did wrong. So that's totally cool. But anyway, again, Harold's discussion, it's right now Saturday night on the 27th. I'll try to get this up as soon as possible. Tomorrow, it'd be Sunday, the 28th at 2 p.m. American Central Standard Time. Not sure what that would be difference for GMT, but you could probably do the math yourself. Hope to see you there. I actually get in on tomorrow's discussion as well. If you have any questions or whatever, then yeah, shoot me an email. If you have any comments, by all means, that's cool underneath there. And like, dislike, totally cool. Whatever you want, I just appreciate whoever wants to come by. And as I say, I'm hoping to have some interesting things on the go in the near future. We'll see where it goes. So thank you all for everything. Thank you for sticking with me. We'll see you next time.